Well, the Mariners trying to get back into the win column today. They are on the other side of the bay as they continue this 4-game series, the final series the Mariners will ever play inside the Oakland Coliseum. It is a Bark in the Park night like it is every Tuesday, an age-old tradition here in Oakland. Mariners and the A's squaring off tonight in Game 2 of this 4-game set. They'll be facing off against JT Ginn, who is making just his second big league start.
JT Ginn out of Mississippi State. And his 1-2 pitch is a ground ball into center for a base hit, and that's the way our ball game begins. Leadoff base hit by Crawford, and that'll bring up Julio Rodriguez.
This is hit on the button out to left field, and it's over the glove of Seth Brown. J.P. Crawford wheels into third base. He's held there.
On a ringing double by Julio Rodriguez with nobody out in the first, the Mariners have runners at second and third.
And that'll bring up Cal Raleigh. Cal 82 runs batted in on the year. Now he's just 1 RBI away from Dan Wilson for the most RBIs in a single season by a catcher in Mariners history.
He shoots this out to the gap in right center field, touches down for a base hit. J.P. Crawford strolls home. Julio is right behind him. Cal Raleigh stands up with a 2-run double, and he has just set the Mariners' all-time single-season mark, the most RBIs all-time for a catcher in franchise history in one season. He has passed his manager, Dan Wilson. Dan had 83 back in his all-star season of '96.
He checks, he turns, and fires. It swung on a miss. Gets him with a high slider, and that's at number 1. That'll bring up Luke Raley.
3-2, and Ginn gets his second straight strikeout. After 3 straight hits and 2 runs scored, Ginn responds with 2 Ks and has 1 more to go. 2-2 pitch, and Ginn strikes out the side after giving up 2 runs. The Mariners lead 2-0.
28 starts on the year, 3.65 ERA for Luis, 167 strikeouts, over 45 walks.
And this man, Lawrence Butler, is making a name for himself. Now the American League Player of the Week for last week, and for good reason. Double and a run scored yesterday. He's on a 12-game hitting streak. That's a career high. And now Butler, a deep drive to right center field. That's carrying, and it's gone! Oh my goodness! Unlimited aura coming from Lawrence Butler. His 21st homer of the year, a leadoff solo shot. His 8th straight game with an extra base hit. Another A's record.
The Butler just does not stop delivering.
That'll be a 1-out walk to Mitch Garver. He'll pass the baton to Josh Rojas.
Low pick over at first base, throw to second, and the return throw to first is in time for the double play. Ginn faces the minimum. We go to the bottom of the second.
2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second. 2-1 Mariners. The 1-2 pitch.
Now Luis Castillo, blink your eyes, he's done with the second inning. A 1-2-3 frame of the Mariners leading the A's after 2-1. And a pretty quick second, but a fairly taxing first. This ball is into shallow left field and it dropped. It was in between Wilson and Brown. And just kind of parachutes out of the sky and finds some grass. Cal Raleigh 2 for 2.
See what JT goes with here. And he just struck out a Rosarena. 4th strikeout of the game for JT Ginn. 0-2 to Victor Robles. And he takes strike 3. Good spot for JT Ginn. He has settled in nicely. It stays a 2-1 game.
As we mentioned, 4 dudes at the top, 20 or more home runs. Pitch from the rock, swing on and popped up down the right field line. Raley giving chase, might have a play. He makes the play. Nicely done with a step and a half to spare before he softly runs into the side wall. Good play by Luke. He can only make that play in this ballpark. 2 down.
Well, since giving up those 2 hits in the first, Castillo has not allowed a base runner. Now that's crushed to left center field. Julio Rodriguez on his horse. He looks up and Seth Brown leaves the building. This game is tied at 2-2, his 13th of the year. And again, the power shows itself at the Coliseum.
That snaps 11 in a row retired by Castillo.
And now here's the 2-2 pitch, and that is right down the middle. Ring him up, and Garver knew it.
2 quickly down. Now 6 strikeouts for Ginn, and since that 2-run first, he has been excellent.
A's will take that, a 4-pitch walk, and that'll bring up Schumann, who struck out in his first at bat.
Swinging a fly ball into right center field. On the run, Victor Robles going back to the 1 track, leaps up, and he makes the catch. A throw back to first base on a hop to Luke Raley. That is going to double up Tristan Gray. An amazing grab by Victor Robles. High up the wall in straightaway right field, robbing Schumann of an extra base hit, and he turns it into a 9-3 double play. Holy smokes, what a play by Robles.
1-2 count. Ready on the way, and it's swung on a miss, and a great job by J.T. Ginn after a rocky start. He allowed hits to the first 3 batters tonight, only 2 after that.
His next pitch, he did go, and that's a strikeout. Tried to check his swing.
J.T. Ginn, young right-hander, just a fantastic job of keeping himself and his team in the ballgame.
Mark Kotsay is going to go with the lefty Hogan Harris, who has split time as a starter, a reliever, making his 13th appearance.
Polanco works a 1-out walk. So the Mariners have the go-ahead man aboard. Mariners trying to find a way to get to this A's bullpen, which has been a struggle this year, including last night. Polanco into scoring position. Sack bunt by Robles. And now there's 2 outs.
And the 1-2 to Garv, swung on, popped up. Left center field, easy play for Blade. Comes in, makes the catch. That'll do it. Mariners go quietly in the 7th. Stretch time here in Oakland.
2 outs and a man aboard. And a very young hitter in Tristan Gray coming to the plate.
I would think this will probably be his last hitter. 92 pitches.
The next pitch. And he blows it past him upstairs. The Castillo flex as he holds this hot A's lineup to just 2 runs over 7 innings from the Coliseum. As Dan Wilson goes to rookie reliever Troy Taylor. Taylor, the Mariners liked so much they drafted him twice. They drafted him in 2021 and then in 2022 he signed. And he got him. Swing and a miss for round number 1. Another 2-2. And he got him. The breaking ball from Troy Taylor as he retires the A's 1-2-3. What a fine inning by the rookie. The Mariners have the go-ahead run aboard with 1 out here in the 9th inning. Justin Turner has arrived on deck. There goes Randy. It's strike 3 and the throw down to second base. Randy is out.
And it's going to be a strikeout, throw him on double play. Randy went in standing up, and he pulled up in front of the bag at second base.
Trent Thornton. Yeah, Trent Thornton is in, making his 62nd appearance. He's 3-2 in a 4.06 ERA.
1-2, and Rooker is called out on strikes and probably has a case. That'll be J.J. Bleday. He's had some walk-off heroics this year. And Bleday will walk, passing the baton to Shea Langoliers.
That'll bring up Shea Langoliers, who won it with a walk-off home run last night in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Chopper through for a base hit. Runners on first and second now, and things get interesting as the lefty Brown comes up with a runner in scoring position.
So now the winning run in scoring position, and Seth Brown coming up.
Bottom of the 9th inning, game tied at 2-2. And man, you don't want to go through the agony of another walk-off loss.
2-2, up the middle and through for a base hit. Rounding third is Bleday. A's win, A's win, A's win. For the 2nd straight day, the A's mar the Mariners and walk it off.
Another crushing 1-run loss for the Mariners.